Hey fam, it's on Teach, and I'm here with a financial fitness video for you. Um, if you know me, you know that I love talking about personal finance. I love talking about budgeting. I love talking about building wealth and security for your family. Um, I got into this by accident when I was living in Houston. I've been a teacher now for 6 years, and I was trying to figure out how was it that I was always broke, even though I was making the most money I had ever made in my life. And I stumbled upon this guy named Dave Ramsey because another teacher asked me if I had heard of him. And I said, "Is that the guy that cooks?" She's like, "No, he's the guy that talks about personal finance." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll check him out." And so started following him on YouTube, and he really took a lot of the principles that my parents gave to me and just organized them a little bit better. Like my parents had already told me, as well as the Bible, save for a rainy day. There's always going to be a rainy day. So Dave Ramsey just pretty much said, have $1,000 emergency fund. And growing up in New Orleans, I know that an emergency fund is definitely something to have, especially when you have a time of the year called hurricane season. So having $1,000 means that you're able to evacuate the city when you need to. Having $1,000 means you have gas money, have enough money to feed your family, maybe a hotel room for a few days for you and your family. I know that it can be very uncomfortable staying with others and not wanting to overstay their generosity. So having $1,000 prevents you from ruining relationships as well. Another thing that they told me was you can't spend more money than you make. And Dave Ramsey definitely hit that. He was like, create a budget, tell your money where to go, or you will wonder where it went. And that is very much true. As a teacher, I thought, oh, I'm making this great money. I can afford the payments on a lot of different things. I impulse bought a lot of things that I could not afford. Um, and eventually I had to eliminate those payments. But either way, I don't want to overwhelm you guys with the backstory. I just want to jump into what does it mean to create a budget and why you should do one for yourself and how you could create an emergency fund for yourself. So, I'm going to be very transparent with my personal budget. Yes, this is the income that I make off of one of my jobs. I am planning to have multiple streams of income. But if you feel like, oh, this poor teacher doesn't make any money and you want to send me some money, be my guest. Thank you very much. Um, but that is not the whole purpose of this video. It's just to show you guys what does it mean to create an effective budget. Now, disclaimer. It is hard to stick to a budget. It is a skill that you have to learn. You have to train yourself to do it. And I'm not always perfect at it, but I know that I have the foundations. I have, the groundwork for it. I can always go back to it, even if I stumble on it a little bit. So that's no excuse to not do it. Um, I don't have children, so I don't have childcare in my budget. I know some people are going to raise the argument that I have kids, and a lot of other things is like being honest with yourself. Some of the things that we splurge on is things that we want versus what we need. And sometimes the easiest way to help your budget is to learn to say this very powerful word, no. You can't say yes to everything. And if you do, you're going to create a problem for yourself. But anyway, we're going to just move on into what my budget looks like. So I have two budgets. One budget is all of my utilities and little knickknack things. So I start off with my total amount that I make in that 2 weeks. And what I'll do is I'll deduct about 10% for my tithes. I do believe in tithing. And then I'll take another 10% off of the total amount for my emergency fund. So that emergency fund at $140 every 2 weeks will probably take me about 3 months to get $1,000. But at least it's something that I have because, like, if you need a new tire, new battery for your car, you lock your keys in your car, anything that happens that's within a small emergency fund, type of thing. Not, oh, I don't feel like cooking tonight, let's order pizza. That money comes in handy. And once you use that money, you want to immediately replace it. You want to fill it back up. So, and then I went ahead and I deducted all of my bills that I owed, like my light bill, water bill, car insurance, renter's insurance, internet, phone, student loan hurt my feelings, social and household money, gifts, and that last $100 is actually what I call wiggle room because I don't have an exact place for it, but I may need it for something like right now. I'm coming off of having the flu and I had to run to the store and stock up on emergency meds, things like that. But ways that I saved money was I looked at my phone bill. My phone bill used to be about $70 a month, but since I was already with a prepaid company, I decided to go with a cheaper prepaid company and just cut that bill in half. So since I don't have a car payment anymore, which my car payment used to be $410.47 each month, I went ahead and started throwing that same amount of money, a little bit more actually, at my student loans. And let's see, anything else? Not really, nothing significant in my budget. It's just that, look, you got to know how much you make and you have to tell your money where to go. So if you don't put money aside for your emergency fund, you're asking for trouble. And they say Murphy's Law, if something can happen, it will happen. I promise you. You want to have an emergency fund. Next is my rent budget, and it doesn't take much to deplete it. Where are you? Let's cut to that. Did it cut? Did not. One moment. Maybe it's the same thing twice. Maybe that's it. I think I put the same budget on twice, so give me a moment. Let me fix that. Media files. Is that one different? No. That's weird. Let's delete that one. Let's see. I had to go back and try and re-download this information. I'm still trying to learn how to work all this technology and stuff. I feel like an old lady. I don't know how to work all this young people stuff. So let's see. Let's transition. Oh, yep, perfect. That's it. So here we go. Finally, sorry for the delay. Here is my budget on my rent. Notice it goes from tithes to my emergency fund to rent, and it is immediately almost gone. Then I have gas for my car, groceries, and my nails. Again, and that last bit of money is wiggle room money. You know, just want to have a little bit of a buffer just in case there's some things that may come up that I didn't really foresee. So pretty much, guys, all I'm saying is create a budget, lay it out. Everybody's budget is going to look different. It generally takes about 3 months for this to become a habit, but it's a good habit to have. Also, just trust God in this. You know, it's in the Bible. You know, the borrower is slave to the lender. If you are borrowing money in any type of a way, you are working your butt off to pay it off. And that can be a car payment, that can be a cell phone, that can be credit cards. If you owe someone a monthly payment, you need to figure out a way to pay it off and never do that again. Because once you have that surplus of money, and I'll go back into my previous budget, let me see. This $441 that I'm paying to my student loans, I could be doing something else with that money. I could be building my retirement with that money. I could be taking my family on a vacation with that money. I could be doing something else, investing in myself, having passive income, anything, but just giving it away to student loans is a waste of money. So if you're making payments or something, figure out, hey, how can I eliminate this as a payment? How do I pay it off as fast as possible? And another thing that I'll come back into later is the debt snowball. But please join us for our financial peace course if you're in the Tyler area. We're hosting a preview for that course on March 14th, which is a Saturday at 9 a.m. at 1615 Texas College Road in Tyler, Texas. And then we'll also be hosting the Financial Peace course on Monday nights starting March 23rd at 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the same location. That's 1615 Texas College Road. And we invite you to come and see how to become better stewards of your money. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.